What's up YouTube? I just wanted to hijack this channel for a second because Tyler hasn't had time to post in a minute. We just got home from watching Jurassic World Rebirth and I wanted to do a quick review of it. We literally just got out the movie, so these are my honest, unfiltered thoughts.
Nice.
I think this is the second or third best Jurassic Park movie of all time. I think Jurassic Park #3 is the best. I think one thing that makes it the best is the plane crash scene. Love a plane crash in a movie. I love it when characters in a plane and the oxygen masks come down and then they crash in the trees and then it's like a Lost type situation. They have to survive with nothing but a plane wreckage. So if this movie would have had that, maybe this would have been #1. Hi, it's me from the future editing this video you're watching right now. As I'm editing this, I'm thinking of a ton of stuff I wanted to say but forgot about. The more I think about it, I think this is the #1 or #2 best Jurassic Park movie of all time. A lot of the Jurassic Park movies I wouldn't want to watch more than once, maybe the third one, but this is one that I want to watch a couple more times. It felt like there was a lot more going on with the characters, so aside from rewatching it just to see all the really cool dinosaur scenes, I also want to see it again to get some more insights into what was going on with the characters when they all meet. Also, I made us late to the movie theater because I was working on another video, and so we missed the opening scene, so I definitely need to see it again just to see that. This movie felt very different than the last three. The last three movies felt like a completely different franchise than Jurassic Park. They felt almost like Final Destination movies. Wait, were the last three movies a different franchise? Is Jurassic World a different franchise than Jurassic Park? I feel like I'm gonna get tore apart in the comments by all the Jurassic Park fans now. There were so many things in this movie that had the same original vibe as the first Jurassic Park movie. There's even a scene towards the end where they're in like a gas station and it feels very much like the raptor scene in the kitchen in the first Jurassic Park movie. Right before I went and saw this movie, there was someone on TikTok who posted a review saying that they basically didn't love this movie except for one scene, the T-Rex raft scene, and it was a great scene, but I don't think they gave this movie enough credit. Basically in this movie, the main characters are looking for some type of heart disease treatment, and to create it, they need the blood of 3 different dinosaurs, so they have to go to this island to retrieve it. And the island that they go to was used as a lab to experiment with dinosaurs, so when they get to the island, they talk about how there's going to be all these different kinds of genetically mutated creatures wandering the island, and so we get to see new variations of dinosaurs that we've never seen before. But the aesthetic of the movie felt very similar to Jurassic Park 1 and 3 because they're kind of in an older boat versus the previous 3 movies. Everything's like new, modern, all this crazy technology. It's really fast paced. I like that this movie kind of slowed down the pace in the beginning a little bit, so we got to see not a ton into the characters. It's not like they had a ton of depth, but a little bit more than we did in some of the previous movies. Also random, but I've been seeing a ton of Chris Pratt hate on TikTok, and while his character is kind of corny in Jurassic World, I'm not understanding where all the hate is coming from. I only just saw the last 3 movies this past week because I was trying to watch them all before seeing this one in theaters. So I watched them pretty fast back to back. Apparently everyone on TikTok is really happy that Chris Pratt was not in this newest movie. Just curious if you guys can educate me in the comments on where all this Chris Pratt hate is coming from. Also, what I saw in the TikTok review was that the dinosaurs needed more screen time in this movie. I actually thought they got plenty, and I would be curious if someone were to break it down compared to previous movies. I would argue that this movie might have had the most dinosaur screen time. I think it's just more strategically placed, and there's a lot of scenes that are void of dinosaurs because we're getting to see more into the characters, and I personally liked that. I think this is the only Jurassic Park movie ever that actually made me cry at the end because of a decision that the characters ultimately make. That was actually a lie. When the first Jurassic Park movie came out, I was a little kid, and my older brother brought it home, and he thought it would be really funny to show me and my other 7 siblings this movie. My mom got really upset, and she's like, "You're not showing them this movie, they're gonna freak out," and my brother convinced her it was gonna be fine. Sure enough, in the first T-Rex scene in that movie, I was hysterical, hiding behind the couch, so that's actually the first time I cried in a Jurassic Park movie. But as an adult, Jurassic Park Rebirth is the first movie that made me cry. And not because I was scared, but because I was moved emotionally. And I just really liked the cinematography in this one. There was a lot more natural lighting, it felt like. Also, maybe it has something to do with the CGI and the camera work. There was something about the first couple of Jurassic Park movies that felt really cool because they used a lot of animatronics. Obviously, I know some of the bigger dinosaur scenes were CGI, but the new Jurassic World movies felt like they were using less animatronics and more CGI than even the original movies. And while this newest movie definitely used a lot of CGI, something about it felt different. Like in the last 3 Jurassic World movies, it felt like they would just move the camera really fast to kind of blur the CGI to make the animals blend in more so you couldn't tell they were fake, even though we all know they're fake. But in this movie, especially the T-Rex river raft scene, there were a ton of really like clean static shots where you got to see close up on the dinosaur. It just made it feel more tense and made you feel like you were there. I think this is the only Jurassic Park movie that I've seen in theaters, so I admit that that might have contributed to it. But let me know what you guys think. I personally would love to see more animatronics in movies. I think it just feels cooler. I think it also makes the actors feel like they're more connected to something because they actually are. But yeah, like the last 3 Jurassic World movies, there was a ton of cool action stuff going on, but some of it was like too fast paced and the camera's whipping all over the place. I just really liked the cinematography in this movie. I liked how it didn't feel overproduced. It felt a little bit more grounded. I don't even know if that makes sense. Let me know what you think below. So anyway, I personally highly recommend this movie. It was great to see it in theaters. I'm probably gonna think of more things after I shut off the camera, but just wanted to give my 2 cents that I think it's a movie worth seeing. Let me know what you think in the comments. And comment below if you want to see Tyler post more videos on this channel.